He dashes here. He dashes there. He dashes every bloody where. He dashes up. He dashes down. A dashing womble gets all over town. Whoa! Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Today, I'm trying to do a video of example pictures of how to do ProxyPics assignments. I'm actually breaking the pictures up, like I've got several ripping pictures in my phone, because every time you take pictures with ProxyPics or others, it will come up and make a folder for you in your phone of that whichever address that you're at, whichever address that you've been assigned to. So that way you've got a copy of it until such time as you've been paid for it. When you've been paid for it, just delete them if you want. Otherwise you'll end up with lots and lots of unwanted albums in your phone, and of different properties. For me, I mean, I do so many that I've got so many examples, and I'm just putting up so I'm just using those for the now. There's also some properties in there that are of other people's properties that we know, etc., that I'm just wanting to use as an example. I know that I'll tell you that when you go to a homeowner's property, sometimes, or a lot of times, there's going to be a vehicle in the picture. And I've got lots of pictures of those where they've got one vehicle, two vehicle, 4 or 5 vehicles on the driveway blocking the picture of the garage, or they've got them in front of the house so you can't get a clear picture of the home. So what I do, but I can't put those ones in there because they've got registration numbers or tag plates, whatever, and on those vehicles, and I don't want anyone to see their own vehicle on their driveway in here. People can figure it out somehow where that house is, and I don't want that. So I'm just using those, what I've got on here, as examples. Some of them, you've got a slight view of the car on the driveway or whatever vehicle they got on the driveway, but it doesn't show. It obscures the tag number, etc., or number plate, whatever you want to call it. So bear that in mind when you're doing these pictures. First of all, I mostly do outside of homes. That's all I do, because for me it is a lot easier. I have a problem getting around, so a lot. So what I would say, and I think it's also best to do it this way for another reason, but is if you're doing the outside of the homes, you're done and dusted within 10 minutes on many of these homes. So, and don't get out of your car. There is no reason for you to get out of your vehicle. And it's not just me being lazy, it may well be, but it's also protection. There's been several occurrences that I've heard where people have got out their vehicles, gone to the front of the home, taken a picture, gone to the other side of the home, taken a picture, done a picture this side. Well, if you're doing that, people are going to come up to you, and there's no protection for you. At least if you're in your own vehicle, you can take the pictures, even though you know darn well that you should be there, you're authorized to be there, but there's some people that, either don't know that you're going to be there because their spouse hasn't told them, or their partner, whoever, hasn't told them, It could be a home that is being leased or rented by someone, and the landlord wants to have pictures of the home taken, and the person that's renting or the person that's there is unaware of you going to be there for whatever reason. And then of course you also get neighbours, which we do have quite a few turn up. Well, I say quite a few. We have more neighbours than we do homeowners that come up to us and want to know why we're there. Because they're, you know, first of all, you're taking pictures of someone's home, and they could be the next house, and they could be thinking that you're actually taking a picture of theirs because you're taking it at an angle and it includes part. It looks like it's including theirs, but in reality, the angle that you're taking is including more the home, the subject's home. And that brings me to another point. No matter what, before you go to a home, always know who you're there for. You're not there for ProxyPics. You're there because no one's going to know who ProxyPics are. Means nothing. You're there on behalf of a bank of some sort, or a leasing company, or a lending company of some sort. So it could be Bank of America, it could be Chase, it could be Community of America. There's Rocket Mortgage, there's New Res, it could be any. And that is all on your assignment page. Always, no matter what, make sure that you know who you're there for. Because whoever comes up to you is not going to know who the hell ProxyPics is. So you tell them that you're there for Community of America or Bank of America. And if they want to go further, you say, well, the homeowner should know that we're here, or will know that we're here. We've been assigned a job, and it's either for refinancing, could be appraisal. We're never privy to that. It does not say what we're there. It could, like I said before, it could well be just for, like I said, they could be renting the property, and it could be the person that they're renting it from. They just want the pictures of the home just to make sure that it's still intact. And they're not loading it up with loads of junk cars or whatever on the front. But hopefully when you're taking those pictures and you've got the neighbour there asking you, you can tell them that bit. Look, I'm here on behalf of Bank of America. We're taking pictures. It could be any of those. Could be refinancing. Could be just that they're leasing the home, renting the home. They could be just having appraisal. We don't know. That's what we're here normally for. It could be any of those, but we're not privy to that information exactly. But that's what it could be on those examples. And it tells you all that in the assignment. It tells you exactly what it's all about, what I've said there. But always read through that. Get that in your mind, what you've got to do. Always, like I said, always know who you're there for. And it may be some obscure name. Like, we've got one called New Res. That means nothing to me. Or, yeah, there's some strange names. Anyway, but always have that in hand. And if people don't believe why you're there, normally it's going to be the neighbours that's going to give you the issue, and tell them. Call the police if you don't believe me. I'll talk to them. You have nothing to hide. You know that you're there. I mean, you can bring up the authorization page, which you can click on in the app. Personally, I will click on that and make sure that it's in my phone, because it comes up as on a separate page, and you can go, there you go, that's all I'm here for. This is your authorization. But don't ever hand them the phone, because you never know who you're dealing with. Just keep it in your hand and say, if you don't believe me, don't hand them the phone. Just tell them, take a picture. Just keep hold of your phone, take a picture. And as I said, tell them. If you don't believe me, then just we do lots of these assignments all over town, and call the police. We're quite happy to talk to them. We've had it a couple of times actually with the police, and there's a couple of times. Anyway, I know there was one where they chased us down, like we were going anywhere. But anyway, and we were talking to them. That cop was fine, and I think, in fact, when we explained that we did them for a lot of buildings around town, residential buildings and commercial buildings, I think that we sold that cop on doing some as well. Maybe he's the one that we're having problems with now, that keeps taking assignments rather quickly as soon as they come on the board. Anyway, I don't know. So yes, I mean, always do that. But definitely 2 pointers that I've been always say. First of all, know who you're there for. That's number one. Definitely number one. 2, for me, don't get out your vehicle. There's no reason for you to get out your vehicle. If you're doing the front of the home only, there is no reason for you to get out the car. Pull up opposite it, outside of it, whichever is easiest to do. Take pictures of the angles. If you're doing the outside, you've got 7 pictures mostly, between 6 and 7 pictures. With Community of America, for example, it's front of the house, front left, front right. Take address verification, so you've got to find the house number, which is not always easy. Could be on the street, on the curb, could be on the house, could be on the front door, could be on the garage, and they may have one that is painted the same colour as the house, and it just blends into the side of the house. It's just, it can be a pain. And if you can't find a picture on the number on the house, because some of them don't for some reason, take a picture of the number of the house next to it, if you can. Or just take a picture of the street sign and just say, listen, I couldn't find it. And explain when you send that assignment into ProxyPics. So those are the pointers that I would say to do. But like I said, there's no reason for you to get out of the vehicle. Just pull up no reason to get out of the vehicle, because you're sitting targeting. At least if you've got some metal around you and someone gives you some problems, like we've heard that a couple of other people have when they've been outside of the vehicle, get away. You've got a way to get out of the way in case you've got an obnoxious person to deal with. And call the police, or let them call the police, whichever. You'll be able to get away from the situation. Also, if you are in a busy-ish area and you're taking pictures, pull to the side of the road. Or if it is not so busy at that time, always be aware of other traffic. Don't sit there if you've been wait for that traffic and tell that traffic, hold on, I'm just doing some, just taking this last picture. Get out, find a way to get out of the way, because you can always get back up there a few minutes later and take that picture. It ain't hard. It is not hard. It's not rocket science. Just get up there. Oh shit, there's a car coming. Always be aware. If you've got someone with you, get them to look. But always be aware. And the other thing is have that picture loaded. Basically, if you've got to take a picture of the address number, had that open, part of the app open. So get it ready, zoom in. If you've seen it from a distance, click on it, zoom in onto the address, take the picture. Or if you're taking a picture of the left hand side or the garage, whichever, excuse me, or the garage, just have it loaded, ready to go. Because as soon as you get it done, the sooner you're out of the way. Excuse me. Not sure what's going on. But yeah, that's really all I've got on that as far as I can recall. I've done over 700 of these now, and we get a lot of them. And we get a lot of we've had some odd assignments in relating to that. We've had people that have questioned why we're there. Like I said, most of the time it's a neighbour. It's not necessarily that they're being nosy. It could be that they really do look out for other neighbours, or that they're, you know, there's been burglaries or whatever, robins, break-ins at people's homes. So always think of that. You're not just there to just be an arseache to you. They're there to question why and look after their own homes, just like anyone else would do at your home. So always be aware of that. But if you're obnoxious back to them, tell them, you know, go away, you're just a nosy idiot, or something along those lines, you'll get something back, and you'll get the police called on you possibly, and it could be all turn into one big mess. And if you have to explain that to ProxyPics, you could be losing that. You won't be doing ProxyPics for very long. So just be on your best behaviour, get it done. You're only there 10 minutes, you're there less than 10 minutes. Get the front of the house and get out of the way. Get the pictures the best you can, and when I say as best you can, if there's a tree in the way, if there's cars in the way, then you're not moving the trees. So just take a picture of the home with the trees in it. There's no point calling ProxyPics to say, wait, there's this great big oak tree and another oak tree this side, I can't get it. Don't bother about that. Just take the picture, because they want to see it as it is from the road. And also, thinking about that, never go on the property. Never go on the property unless the homeowner happens to be there and they give you permission to do it. Saying, you know, okay, the other side of the oak tree or whatever's in the way, is better to take the picture from there, and then that's fine, you can get the picture, just take it and let it upload to ProxyPics' system. They may question it, I doubt it, but anyway. But never ever think that you can go on someone else's property to do that. Especially if the homeowner is not there. If you don't see anyone there, or even if they are there, never ever do that. Never ever do that. Just get the pictures as best you can and move on. We had one last week. Yeah, last week. Oh. This one was a bit of a pain, to be fair. I'd say the pain, it was, all you could see was the top, these steps going up to it. You went up this road, the home was up some steps, which were very rickety steps, and there was no way I was going up those. They were not safe, to say the least. And when you went up those steps, that was where the home was. It was all lots of ivy and all that growing up there, but you could just see the front of the house at the top of those steps if you came back a little bit off of there. So we got the picture up on those. We got that picture. We got the angle, and I took all the pictures that we could that were that we would normally do from the left and the right side of the home and the front of the home. We were able to get the address of the home because we could see that at the top of the steps. You could just see the top, just see the address there, address number. So we did that, took the pictures left and right and the street sign. Then I actually did call ProxyPics and said, listen, I've just done this address. It's a hard one to do. I say it's obscure. This is what it's like from the road. We did go up the back alley and find it. There was a road this side of it, and then there was, you could drive down the back of the home. It wasn't a driveway because it went down to another home down there. It was just at the road. It was a road because it actually had a street name on it. But it was the back of the home, and I could get lots of good pictures from there, but it's not the front. It's not what the client wants. So just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Do the best you can. We've also had it where people were having a party out the front, or whatever. It was a kid's birthday party or something, and they had tables and such laid out there. So I wouldn't take the pictures of the people in there. Certainly if there's kids in the picture, never do that. Never do that. And actually, I mean, just wait a few minutes. If you come up to a home and the homeowner is there taking a shopping out the back of their vehicle or whatever, they may not notice you. They may not care that you're there. They may know who you are. You know, they've already been informed. So just let them go about their business, and then once they're out of the way, then take the pictures. Because you don't want them in the pictures. People just don't want to be in the pictures. Just do what you can, or go and do another assignment if there's another assignment close by that you've got to do, and then come back and do that one. The one that they had a party outside, I looked at that, I went, okay, well, I can't do that one, can I? Because you're not going to get a look at the building from there. There was a lot going on, and there was also kids and that out there. I didn't want to take the picture then. So actually, that one wasn't far from us. So I opted to do it the following day. I did talk to ProxyPics on that and said, listen, give me some more time in this one because they're doing a party out there. So if there isn't a lot of time on it, just you can either extend it from your side on the assignment, or you can just give ProxyPics a call and say, tell them why you want to delay it, basically. Let them make the decision. My decision is I ain't taking it yet. So really, right, so I've got some example pictures after this, just to the front of the homes. There's and one more thing is, if you're doing pictures of a duplex or a fourplex like we've done recently, I've done several before, but I've deleted those from my phone because I have no reason to keep them other than doing example pictures. Is even though you're taking pictures, you're there for an assignment for one of those apartments in the fourplex or duplex, take a picture of the whole building. Just take a picture of the whole building. The front left, the front right, the front left, all the front. If they need a picture of the garage that's assigned to that house, then take a picture of that garage. You don't have to capture everything, just take a picture of that garage with both. Yeah, just take a picture of that garage and let them, they can crop it. They can crop, if you've got the whole picture of the front of the home, the fourplex, then whoever the client is, they can opt to cut out whatever they want. So always do that. That's what I found. I used to just take a picture of the the actual unit, but that's not the way to do it. Once you get a few time, they say, no, we want a picture of the whole unit. Okay, then just go do it. So always take that picture of the whole place. Other than that, that's all I can think of at the moment. Like I said, there's going to be some other videos I'm going to put together of angled pictures of the homes. I'm separating it because I don't want it associated with particular homes. So, and if there are cars in these pictures, or one's got a boat actually in this next segment, boats are fine as long as you don't get the boat number on it, or it's marine number for where it goes on the lake or whatever. But yeah, so I'm not going to include vehicles in it, and no people in it. Maybe a cat or two, or a dog. But anyway, all right. So those are going to come out separately. These are just example for you, and hopefully it helps you all. And if you got any questions, shoot me a message or give ProxyPics a call. But they're actually a good company to freelance for. So basically, all you're doing is freelancing for them, and it's and also, if you don't like the monies that they offer, then give them a call and say, listen, I took this assignment earlier, but I didn't really look at it. It's a bit further out of my way. Can you increase the price on it? I mean, you had the option of giving it back to them and not doing that job. I picked up one just earlier on today, and I just grabbed it, and then went, oh crikey, that one's a little bit further. So I called them. I said, listen, can you extend the other ones because we've got this storm coming through, and also I've got this one to do that's a little bit further out my way. Can we increase the price on it? And they'll say, well, how much do you think it is? And tell them what you think that you can do it for. I put mine for 30, I think. Yeah, it was for 30 on that one, only because I know that I'm going to get other ones out that way, and I've got ones leading me that way too. So, but anyway, so they're easy to work with. And the other thing for sure, keep ProxyPics' phone number in your phone, on speed dial or whatever. Keep it in your phone. Anyway, that ends the one for this segment. Hopefully it'll help you, and like I said, any questions, shoot them down below, and I'll do what I can to answer them. Thanks for being here, everybody. Enjoy, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-da.